Good day everyone. So for today's video, I am going to discuss the chapter 3 in operation management, the level of plans, type of plans, project planning and tools, other planning techniques. So by the way, I am Tezie Escalante, your reporter for today. So first we will define what is planning or plan. So in operation management, planning is the development of plans and strategies that will allow your business to effectively seize opportunities and meet challenges heads on. So, in other words, it is the activity of structuring and scheduling to meet the ultimate goal, or it is a blueprint for goal achievement and specify the necessary resources allocation, schedules, tasks, and other actions. Then we will proceed to the level of plans. So, the overall planning process can play a vital role in innovation in organization through the mission and goals and plan components. Ideally, the chief executive officer envisions a future for the organization that is based on innovation and then attempts to communicate that visions to organization members according to Bartle and Martin. So as you can see the figure, levels of goals and plans, we have the mission, then we have the three kinds of level of plans: strategic goals of plans, tactical goals of plans, and operational goals of plans. So first we will define what is the mission statements of an organization in planning. In planning process starts with the formal mission that defines the basic purpose of the organization, usually for the information of the organization publics. Another author defines mission as the purpose statement or a clear statement for the organization purpose or reason for existence according to William 2006. Or in other words, mission statement outlines a startup underlying motivation for being in business. It spells out the contribution to society that the organization aspires to make. Then we will proceed to the strategic goals and plans, senior management or organization as a whole. So, strategic goal or plans is a long-term plan which points out the specific business or businesses that a firm will engage. So, this includes the top managers in consultation with the board of directors as well as with the middle management are responsible for formulating strategic goals or plans which flow from the mission statement. For tactical goals and plans, middle management, major divisions, and functions. So, tactical goals or plans are the responsibility of middle managers such as the heads of the major division or functional units. And lastly, operational goals plans lower management or departments and individuals. So operational goals or plans spells out the specific procedures or processes needed at lower levels of the organization such as the individual departments and employees. In addition, is in addition rather that schedules is part of level of goals and plans. So schedules therefore are an important component of operational planning. So there is a table 3 shows that planning at each level supports the other levels. It's distinguish the three levels of goals or plans for a particular organizations or Jollibee by means of examples. So let's proceed to the next slide. So here is the examples. Level of plans and goals in strategic to boost market share of 40% over the next couple of years. Tactical to enhance the reputation of Jollibee most important brand such as Chicken Joy, which accounts of a known percent of the firm's total sales. So for operational is we have to improve the crispiness and distinctive taste of fried across all the branches. So that's all for the level of plans or goals. So let's proceed to the types of plans. So William 2016 enumerated the three kinds of operational plans. So first, we have the single-use plans deal with unique and one-time level of plans. So it cannot be used repeatedly since they become useless after they have achieved their objectives. So example for this are the budgets, programs, project reports, and etc. So we have the standing plans. Save managers time because once the plans are created, they can be used repeatedly to handle frequently recurring events. So, standing plans are made to be used time and again, are also called repeated use plans because these provide guidelines for actions to be taken in the future. So we have three kinds of standing plans. We have the policies indicates the general course of action that company managers should take in a response to a particular event or situation. Example for this is for hiring, employee interaction. Then, for procedures are more specific than policies because they indicate the series of steps that should be taken in response to a particular event. So, an example for this is we have for reporting internal issues or complaints to the HR department and etc. Then we have the rules and regulation are even more specific than procedure since they specify what must happen or not happen and they describe precisely how a particular action should be performed. So the example for this in regulation in terms of what is permitted, what is prohibited in the workplace. And lastly, we have the budget and types of plans. Budget is quantitative plan because it forces managers to decide how to allocate available funds to best accomplish organizational goals, objectives, and targets. So budget is very important in planning. So let's proceed to the project planning techniques and tools. So managers are frequently responsible for projects which are one-time sets of activities that have a clear beginning and ending. The two well-known planning control models are the Gantt chart and PERT. So first we will define what is Gantt chart. The Gantt chart is a graphical chart that shows which task must be completed at which time in order to complete a project or task, according to William 2016. So let's proceed to the next slide. This is the figure Gantt chart for starting construction on a new headquarters. So as you can see, there are tasks and weeks that which is allocated for this. So it shows that the task must be completed by the following periods in order to start construction in a new company headquarters by the 9th week, and architectural firm must be selected by the 2nd week. Architectural planning done by the 6th week, permits obtained from the city by the 7th week, site preparation finished by the 8th week, and loans and financing finalized by the 8th week too. Then the begin construction at the 9th week. Let's proceed to PERT or Program Evaluation and Review Techniques, a network planning method for managing large projects. Network planning methods involve breaking down projects into activities and determining the required time for each. As a project management tool, the PERT chart is often referred to the Gantt chart because it identifies task dependencies. However, a PERT chart can be more difficult to interpret. So, in other meaning, PERT chart is a graphical representation of project's timeline that displays all the individual tasks necessary to complete the project. So let's proceed to the other planning techniques. So there are a number of quantitative planning techniques that can greatly facilitate the work of many managers. So first we have the linear programming is a quantitative tool for planning how to allocate limited or scarce resources so that a single criterion or goal or often profits is optimized. Example for this linear programming is problem is related to a company that must allocate its time and money to creating two different products. The products require different amounts of time and money, so which are typically restricted resources that they sell for different prices. So it is a mathematical modeling technique in which a linear function is maximized or minimized when subjected to various constraints. Then queuing or waiting line model, so studies random arrivals at a service or processing facilities with with limited capacity. Example for this waiting line model is examples of objects that must wait in lines include a machine waiting for repair, a customer order waiting to be processed, just like that, or electronic messages on the internet, that ships or rail cars waiting for unloading. Then we have the routing or distribution model, are quantitative tools designed to assess managers in planning the most effective and economical approach to distribute. Problems. The development of use of these models is sometimes referred to as a network optimization analysis. Then we have the stimulation is a mathematical imitation of reality. Specifically, it entails studying a problem by creating a model for the process involved in that problem and then, through a series of organized trial and error solutions, so attempts to determine the best solution to that problem. So that's all for my topic, and my summary of this planning is the planning process provides the information top management needs to make an effective decision about how to allocate the resources in a way that will enable the organization to reach its objectives. Productivity is maximized and resources are not wasted on projects with little chance of success because of this planning ahead of their business. And also planning help us to see and advance those things that can help us achieve our goal and those things that can prevent us from achieving our goal and work out what to do about them. And also the purpose of planning is to make decisions about the future for your business. That's for today.